So hello and welcome everyone to another video. So today we'll discuss the stratigraphy question of CUET exam. So we'll start from 2020. So the first question is given the oldest mountain range in India. So we have Western Ghat, Eastern Ghat, Aravalli, Vindhyan, all these given. So let's see what are the ages of these mountains. As we start from Western Ghat. So Western Ghat, it is produced when you can say African plate or Madagascar, you can say they detach from the Indian continent. So that is occur at, you can say, during Deccan trap time, during your 60 or 50, 56 to 60, 67 million years ago. So it will take the age like Cretaceous. Then Eastern Ghat. Then Eastern Ghat, it composed of your granitic magmatism. You will get Charnopite, Condylite type of rock in Eastern Ghat, which extend from our Sukinda region to up to your Ongol region. So Eastern Ghat originally it is about 950 to 100, 1100 million year ago. So it latter increase of Pan-African origin you will find that is from 500 to 800 million year activity. So Eastern Ghat originally it is from 950 to 100 million years. So Eastern Ghat it is produced when it is detached from the Antarctica plate. So it has similarities from the Antarctica plate, lithological similarity between Antarctica and Eastern Ghat. Then comes to Aravalli. So Aravalli sedimentation that commences in a continental margin by, and you will get the orogeny of the Aravalli is between 1700 to 1900 million year. 1700 to 1900 million year. Then we have Vindhyan. So Vindhyan, it is a basin or proterozoic basin. Any basin you remember they always have a age less than 2500 million year. So always remember any basin, it should have a age less than 2500 million years, because the region Archean is from 4000 to 2500 million year. It is this time period is called as Archean year. So during Archean year there is no basin formed. During Proterozoic, that is from 2500 to 538 million year, the basin produced or started produced from 2500 million. So the basins, that is Vindhyan basin and your Kadapa basin, all these basins that is formed during 2500 to 538 million year, they are categorized into two types. One is your Mesoproterozoic basin, Mesoneoproterozoic, another is your Paleoproterozoic basin. So Mesoproterozoic basin, Mesoneoproterozoic basin, it is from 1600 to 600 million year, which include your Kadapa basin. Kadapa actually present in both Mesoneoproterozoic and Paleoproterozoic. The Papagini basin from the Kadapa, it belongs to Paleoproterozoic. You can see here the Papagini sub-basin, it belongs to Paleoproterozoic, and other part of the Kadapa they belong to Mesoneoproterozoic. Then Pranitya Godavari basin, Bastar, Khariar, Chhattisgarh, all are Mesoneoproterozoic basin that deposited or produced between 1600 to 600 million years ago. Then these are other basins like the Great Vindhyan basin in the Bundelkhand Craton, Chhattisgarh, Khariar, Indravati, Sabari, Ampani basin, all are belongs to Mesoneoproterozoic era. That means they produce between 1600 to 600 million year. Then the Paleoproterozoic basin we have 1600 to 1800 million year, which include Vijayawada basin, Gwalior basin. Those are in your Bundelkhand Craton, Sonari basin, Hardha Inlet, Mahakosala belt, Hindoli belt, all are basins that belongs to Paleoproterozoic. All these basins together called as your Purana basin. Called as your Purana basin. So Let's see what will be our answer. So Western Ghat, I'll say it is from Cretaceous. So it is the youngest Eastern Ghat. That is has an age of your 1100 to 950. Then Arabali, it has an age of, this is 950 to 1100. Arabali is your 1700 to 1900, and Vindhyan is your take from 1600 to 600. So that means all in million year. This is you'll take 66 can take. So that means among these, Aravalli will be the oldest mountain range in India among these options. There are other Craton also. You take Singbum, which has a age that is older Metamorphic, which has an age of up to 3400 million years. In Bastar, you also get TTG igneous, that is 31 or 3300 million years. In Dharwar, you also get that is 31 or 3200 million years. So among these options, we have Aravalli, which is the oldest. And all these information that is given here are collected from a book, that is Ramakrishna Vaidyanathan. So you can check that from check this from that book. Sometimes in stratigraphy, in different book you'll find different age. So this is the book from JSI. So you can trust this. So come to next question, that is age of Muth quartzite of Spiti region. So Muth quartzite, it has a very great importance in Tethyan deposition. The Muth quartzite belong to Paleozoic era. So Muth quartzite, it used as a marker bed. So it is very important. So it belongs to your Paleozoic sequence of Kashmir, of Tethyan Himalaya. So see, this is the succession of Kashmir Leather Valley, where you'll get different formations and groups. So we have Hapanantar group, Chorgali, Leather, then Panjal Volcanics, then Sonawar will belong to Triassic. So Hapanantar group, it is divided into three formations: Sumahal, Rangmahal, Riscobal. Then Devonian, that is Chorgali group, which is divided into Vajruar and Muth formation, or you can say Muth quartzite here. So Muth quartzite has an age of Devonian. Then important here, you remember Panjal volcanics, which has age of Permian. It is very important. All the volcanics are always important, and as it is volcanic, it doesn't contain any fossil. Then these things also remember: agglomerate, fenestrella, and Syringothyris passage bed. This is Leather Valley succession that is given by Middle Miss in 1910, and this is succession that is given by Srikant and Bhargav, that is during 1983. So Muth quartzite has an age of Devonian. So our answer will be Devonian. So age of the Muth quartzite in Spiti region, it is Devonian. So come to next question, the armament of deposition of Cretaceous rock of Tiruchirappalli. So during your Mesozoic type of region, Mesozoic deposition, all the or most of the depositions are marine. Like in Mesozoic, you will find Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous deposition. So in Triassic, you will find deposition in Spiti. In Jurassic, you will find deposition in the Spiti region. All are marine deposition. Then in Jurassic, you will find deposition in Peninsular India, that is Kutch region, that is also marine. And in during Cretaceous time, that deposited in Kaveri Valley, that is your Tiruchirappalli. So that also a marine deposition. So the environment deposition of Cretaceous of Tiruchirappalli are marine. So remember, Jurassic of Kutch, then Cretaceous of Tiruchirappalli, all are your marine. And then Spiti, Triassic of Spiti, all are marine. So because of this marine condition, you will get abundant fossil content here. In Kutch, Tiruchirappalli, in Spiti, you all get abundant fossil content. So our answer will be marine. So next question, the age of the Hymanta system. So Hymanta, it is a deposition that undergone the deposition that under your Precambrian of extra peninsular region. So India is divided into two major part. You can say extra peninsular, which is include the Himalaya, and rest of the part except the Indo-Gangetic plain, rest of the part as called as your peninsular India. So that is the Hymanta group that belongs to Precambrian, and it actually the base of the Paleozoic deposition. See, first we have a Baikrita group, which is belongs to Proterozoic. Then we have Hymanta group, which is from Cambrian to late Neoproterozoic. So that's why Hymanta group, it is act as a stratigraphic boundary. So it has two formation, and it's Kunjamla formation and Batal formation. So these deposition that occur in the Spiti region, that is you can say Paleozoic of Spiti. So the basement here is Baikrita group. Then we have Hymanta group, which is Cambrian to Neoproterozoic. So age of the Hymanta group can be Cambrian, can be Neoproterozoic. So then Sanukba group, which has Thango and Thakche, which is Silurian to Ordovician. Then Konoro group. So it is, you'll find these formation: Muth formation, Lipo formation, Po formation, Karmachidam formation. So it is Devonian to late Carboniferous. That means Muth formation belongs to Devonian. Then Lipak Po formation, they are belongs to Carboniferous. Lipak formation and Po formation. Another thing, remember, Lipak formation is equivalent to Syringothyris limestone. It is equivalent to, that is your Syringothyris limestone, and Po formation, it is it is equivalent to Penistella cell. So it is very important. Remember, Po formation and Lipo formation, they have equivalent. One is Syringothyris limestone, one is Penistella cell. So Lipo formation and Po formation, it is in Spiti Valley. The same formation in Leather Valley, you call them as Syringothyris and Penistella. So only the region is different, but the formations are same. Then you have Kuling group, which is Gechang formation and Gungri formation. And remember, Kuling is the basement of Triassic of Spiti. Then Triassic of Spiti that started from your Bunter formation. The basement is your Kuling group, that is Permian. Then after Permian, the deposition will start from Triassic. So it is a Spiti region. In the Spiti region, you will find continuous deposition from Precambrian to recent. So our answer will be Cambrian. Answer will be Cambrian. Then Banganapalli quartzite belongs to. So Banganapalli, it is belongs to Kadapa basin. So belongs to a group called Kurnool group. So this is the succession of Kurnool group. So where it divided into this much formation: Banganapalli formation, Norgi cell, oak cell, Norgi limestone oak cell. So Banganapalli, remember, it has important. It has diamond bearing conglomerate. It has diamond bearing conglomerate. It is very important here. So Banganapalli formation, Norgi limestone oak cell, that is our lower Kurnool group, you can say. Then it is separated by para conformity. It is also important. Then upper part, you Panium quartzite, Coilkuntra limestone, and Nandial cell. So this your Kurnool group is deposited above the Kadapa supergroup, or it is belongs to Kadapa basin, you can say. So our answer will be Kurnool group. Kurnool group. Next comes to age of the Karaya formation. So Karaya formation, it is a Cenozoic deposition that belongs to Jammu Kashmir region. So here is a table that indicates all the Neogeny deposition that belongs to different regions of India. So these are Indian part. So Cenozoic era is divided into two periods. One is your Paleogeny, that is from 66 to 23.5. Then Neogeny 23.5 to 2.5. So in India during Neogeny era, that means 23.5 to 2.5. The deposition occur in Simla Garhwal region, Jammu Kashmir region, Kutch region, Kathawar region, Assam region. So you have to remember this succession with their regions and age. So age here given Miocene and Pliocene, and some above the Pliocene, that is your Pleistocene. So in Jammu Kashmir region, you will find Kareba formation. Which has a age, that is your Pliocene. So we have from Miocene, Pliocene. See, right over here. Your Neogeny, there is a Miocene, Pliocene. Then Quaternary, this is Paleogeny. So Cenozoic era divided into three periods: Paleogeny, Neogeny, Quaternary. Paleogeny, it started from 66 to 23.5. Then Neogeny 20 to 2.5, 23.5 to 2.5. Then Quaternary 2.5 to recent. The Quaternary has two, that is Pleistocene and Holocene. So Cenozoic is an era divided into Paleogeny, Neogeny, Quaternary period. Then these periods are divided into further epoch. So Paleogeny has three epoch: Paleocene, Eocene, Oligocene. Then Miocene, Pliocene. Then Quaternary has a Pleistocene, Holocene. So the Karaya formation you can see here, it deposited from Pliocene towards Pleistocene. So together they are called as Pleo-Pleistocene. Can be called as your Pleo-Pleistocene. So let's see what are the options here. Age of the Karaya formation, you can write down, it is Pleo-Pleistocene. So our answer will be Pleo-Pleistocene. Then you have to remember other things also, like these are Indian part. Sorry. These are depositions that occur during Neogeny. In Simla Garhwal region, we have boulder conglomerate, Pinjar formation, Tatra Road, Dhokpothan, Nagri, Chingji, Kamlial. Then your basement is Kosoli in Simla region. And Jammu Kashmir, we have Kareva, then Nagri, Chingji, Kamlial. Then Ure formation, or it is Mure formation. So this is your Shivalik deposition. The boulder conglomerate, Pinjar, Tatra, Dhokpothan, Nagri, Chingji. So in Kutch region and Kathawar region, we have Popata limestone. Both has same name. Then in Kutch, we have Kankeiti formation, Khari formation. And in Kathawara, it is Dwarka beds, Riram bed, Gogha bed, upper gas, lower gas. Then in Assam, Moldoralium, Dihing, Tipam, Surban. So these, if you remember this table, if any question asked, sometimes it is asked whether this formation belongs to which era or which period, then you can easily remember. Then anything that occur here, any formations you'll find here, they deposited between Neogeny. That means from Miocene to Pliocene, some will be Pleistocene. That means from Miocene to Pleistocene. Any deposition you'll find here, that is from Miocene to Pleistocene. So next question, the stage or age Meghalaya. So Meghalaya is a recent stage that we are living. So that is belongs to Holocene epoch. So this is Holocene epoch. So belongs to Quaternary period. So it started from 2.5 to present. So Pleistocene is 2.52. You can take the 1100, 7000 year. This is 2.58 million year. Okay, then to recent. Then approximately 4200 year. From 4200 year to till now, it is considered as your Meghalayan age. So Meghalayan age started from the disappearance of your Saraswati river. And another important thing, the Meghalayan is name. It is named from a cave from Meghalaya state. There is a cave called Mawa cave. From the speleotherm of that deposition, the Meghalayan age boundary is determined. It is globally accepted. That is 4200 million, 4200 year to recent. So India has only one GSSP. So GSSP is called as a global boundary stratotype section and points. So India has India has only one that GSSP that is in Meghalaya. So the answer will be here. That is Holocene. Answer will be Holocene. Then comes to age of fishes. So fishes generally it is called as your Devonian is the age of fishes where fishes are more evolved. Then in that time also you will find the first appearance of land plants, that is up to 80 million years. So you can take 400 million years. So age of fishes will be Devonian, and first land plant appear it is approximately 400 million years. So next comes to another question, that are short periods time that are determined from paleomagnetic information. So in paleomagnetic information means from the reversal we determine different stratigraphic unit, that is called as your crone. And the crone, super crone, that is depend upon the paleomagnetic information. So answer will be A. Then series, system, stage. There are two type of unit. One is your eon, era, period, epoch, age. Another is your them, then era them, system, series, then stage. So this one is called as your geochronological unit. Geochronological unit. And this is called as your chronostratigraphic unit. So geochronological unit it is a time unit. That means that the upper boundary and lower boundary are defined on the basis of time, and these are defined. These are time rock unit. So they are defined on the basis of time and also the deposition during that time. So let's take an example. Suppose Triassic period. Triassic period. So Triassic period it only indicates a time interval. It only indicates a time interval, that is 251 to 201 million years. See, so it is called as your period. But if you consider the deposition between these time period, they are called as your Triassic system. Triassic system. That means the amount of deposition occurred within a period will be called as a system. So that's why only periods are time unit, but systems they are time rock unit. So both time with deposition are constant. So that's why they are complementary to each other. So it is a very important stratigraphic unit. So most of the entrance exam will find these questions: what are the equivalent of period, what are the equivalent of epoch. So try to remember these things. So it is will be very helpful for your entrance exam. So it is another era then period, system, epoch, series, age, stage. So period, system, these are fundamental unit. Next question. A zone consists of all the strata deposited during the existence of a zonal organism is called as. So this can be called as your simple a biozone. So a biozone, it is consists of any appearance or disappearance of organism. Then we have overlap zone, evidence zone, then barren zone, there is no availability of fossil. So biozone, any stratigraphic unit that defined on the basis of fossil criteria. So you have different type of your biozone. One is your, so there are different types of biozone. So these symbol are used. This indicate fast appearance. This indicate last appearance. This is fast appearance. This indicate last appearance. This type of symbol. So any biozone that is bounded by the fast appearance and last appearance of a single taxon, it is called your taxon range zone. So this is your taxon range zone. So you have to take one fossil. So the first appearance of the fossil and last appearance of the fossil, it bounded a stratigraphic unit that is called your taxon range zone. Then we have interval zone. So sorry, this is not interval. Sorry. This is overlap zone, or we called concurrent zone. Concurrent zone. So first appearance and last appearance of two taxon. So you will take first appearance of one taxon and last appearance of another taxon. So they share common region, that is called as your concurrent zone, or you can call them as overlap zone. Then these two are interval zone. Interval zone. This is, it will take two fossil, first appearances of two fossil or last appearances of two fossil, or taxon you can say. So first appearances of two taxon or last appearances of two taxon, they bounded the region that is called your interval zone. So your taxon range zone, which is the first appearance and last appearance of a single taxon. Then we have concurrent zone, first appearance of one taxon, last appearance of other taxon. That is concurrent zone. Then interval zone, you can take first appearances of two taxon or last appearances of two taxon, that is interval zone. These are all biozones. You can also take this zone, it is called as abundance zone. Or it is called as peak zone or acme zone. Same, all indicate the same. So every organism during its evolutionary period, they have a time period they occur the highest. They achieve the highest development, or they show highest occurrence. That is called as abundance zone. Suppose this indicate the abundance of the fossil, so that can be considered as a stratigraphic unit or biostratigraphic unit, which demarcate by the abundance of a certain taxon. Then we have assemblage zone, where we'll find all type of zones, that is assemblage zone. And you can also take another that is lineage biozone, by taking the different stages of evolution of the organism. So here we'll take the answer biozone. Then comes to foraminifera, made their first appearance. So foraminifera, it is first appeared during Cambrian period. Then gradually they developed through Paleozoic and both diversified during Permian Triassic mass extinction. So next question, amphibian originate. So amphibians, they have originated during the Devonian period. or you can say late Devonian period. So next comes to Archaeopteryx fossil indicates which of the following geological time scale. The Archaeopteryx, it is a very important fossil. It is a transitional fossil. Transitional fossil. It is the transition between non-avian dinosaur and bird. Non-avian dinosaur and bird which exist during Jurassic time, approximately 150 million years ago. So answer will be Jurassic. So come to next question. The biostratigraphy correlation involves. So biostratigraphy, it is where will the strata are defined on the basis of fossil content. We define different type of biozone, your taxon range zone, your interval zone, concurrent zone, lineage zone, abundance zone, assemblage zone. All these zones can be used to correlate strata in other regions. So biostratigraphy correlation. So what do you mean by biostratigraphy correlation? So you have to show similarities between different places of strata on the basis of fossil content. Suppose there is place A, there is place B. You are getting two strata. So strata 1, strata 2. So they are similar on the basis of fossil content. That means the fossil you are finding in strata 1 should similar to strata 2, or the type of zone or biozone you are finding in strata 1 should be similar to strata 2. So they are geographically at a different position, but they have similar fossil content or stratigraphy unit. So only the stage of evolution of fauna resembles any type of biozone, they can be used as your stratigraphy correlation. So what are the biozones? I am writing down here. Taxon range zone, then your concurrent zone, then your interval zone, then your you can take lineage zone, lineage biozone, then abundance or acme zone, then assemblage zone. So all can be taken for correlation. Suppose you are finding an taxon range zone in one region, you are finding same type of taxon zone in other region, so they can be correlated on the basis of taxon range zone. So basically taxon range zone are related to index fossil, because we are considering a single taxon, so that can be an index fossil, or that is called as a guide fossil. So only guide fossil or index fossil can be used for biocorrelation. Stages of evolution, that is called lineage biozone, where different stages of evolution can be considered as. Suppose this is X stage, this is Y stage, this is Z stage. There are 3 stages of evolution. So each stages can be considered as a zone, that is called as a lineage biozone. If different places of strata will show similar stages of evolution, then they can be correlated. So only the stage of evolution of faunal resemblance can be considered as correlation. Only the position in biostratigraphic sequence, they can be considered in position, like in regions you are finding, see zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. In this region, suppose you are finding like this is zone 2. That means they are correlated like this. This is suppose zone 3. They are correlated like this. This is zone 4. They are correlated like this. So only the position of biostratigraphic sequence can be also used to determine the similarities or correlation. So it will be all of the above. Answer will be all of the above. Next comes to the Jura mountain, from which the term Jurassic system is derived. It is found in data question. It is from Switzerland. When it comes to which of the following is the correct sequence of Indian geological timescale? So Indian geological timescale is given by T. Holland. T. Holland. So according to him, the rock deposition or the age of Earth then divided into four groups. One is your Archean, that is 4000 to, or that is you can say older than 2500 million year. That is your Archean. From 2500 million to 600 million year, we consider there is your Purana. This is Archean. This is Purana. Then 600 to 300 million year he consider, that is Dravidian. Then 300 to recent we consider Aryan. So according to him, this will be the time scale Archean, Purana, Dravidian, Aryan. This is not used till date. It is discarded because we use another time scale, that is divided into your 3 eons Phanerozoic, Archean, Proterozoic. Next, the Bijli rivulets. So Bijli rivulets. So it is belongs to your Nandgaon group from Dongargad pattern, Dongargad deposition I can say. So this is the stratigraphy division of Bastar pattern. So the Bijli rivulets, it is belong to Bastar pattern. So it belongs to Nandgaon group. So Nandgaon group has two formation you can say. One is Bijli rivulets, one is Pitapani volcanics. So they are important because in Nandgaon group contain bimodal volcanism. That means the Bijli rivulets, it is acidic, and Pitapani volcanics, it is basic. So that's why they are very important. So this is the generalized succession of Bastar pattern, where we will start from Sukma group, which is your 3 billion year ago. Then Amgaon group, then Bengpal group, then we have some supracostal with Nisi complex, then Nisi complex, then Boiladella group. Then we have a Boiladella group, we will get Nandgaon group. So Boiladella group, it is important for banded iron formation. Iron deposition will find in Boiladella region. Then Nandgaon group, it is important for bimodal volcanism, where you will get Bijli rivulets, which is rhyolite with dacite, and Pitapani volcanism, which is basalt and basaltic andesite. Then you will get Dongargad granite, which is very important, which is a TTG complex, tonalite granodiorite gneissic. Then Khoiragrad group, it also contain volcanism. We have Bartola sandstone, Chittagota, Karutola, Mangikota, and Bogra sandstone. They have one sandstone layer, then volcanic, then sandstone, then volcanic, then again sandstone deposition. Then at the end we will get Chilpi group. So this is your Kotri Dongargad region of Bastar pattern. So our answer of the question will be Nandgaon group. Bijli rivulets belongs to Nandgaon group, which has a age approximately 2.3 billion year or 2300 million year. So next question, which of the following is the oldest formation? So these are Kosoli, Subatu, Daksai, they belongs to your Paleogene of Himalaya region, and Pinjor formation, it belongs to Shivalik, which is your Neogene. Kosoli, Subatu, Daksai is Paleogene, Pinjor is Neogene. So see which one is your oldest. So Paleogene rocks of Simla Hills. So it started from deposition. So deposition started from Simla group or Kroll group. Then we have Shale limestone, which has age of Upper Cretaceous to Danyan. Then Paleocene Kakara formation. Then Subatu formation, that is late Paleocene to early Middle Eocene. Then Daksai group, then Kosoli formation. They all belongs to a group that is called Sirmur group. Then there will main boundary fault. Then your Nahana formation or Lower Shivalik. So this is your Simla Hills deposition during Paleogene. So among these you will see Subatu formation is the oldest. Subatu, Daksai, Kosoli. From that, Subatu formation is the oldest. So Subatu formation will be the oldest among these formations. Because Pinjore it is Pleistocene. The answer will be Subatu Formation. So next question, the Sahabat limestone belongs to. So Sahabat limestone it belongs to your Bhima group, which deposited within the Bastar Ghatan, or you can say Bhima basin. So this is your Bhima basin where basement is peninsular Archean, then deposition belongs to Neopatrozoic to Eocambrian. So यहाँ पर रावणपल्ली formation, Sahabat formation, Halkal formation, then Katama Dabarhali formation, then Harwal formation, then on committee will get over that Deccan Trap. So this belongs to Bhima group. So Sahabat limestone it belongs to Bhima group. So answer will be Bhima group. Then comes to the regional strike of the Dharwar rocks. So Dharwar rock it has a strike of northwest to southeast. So that means approximately northeast southwest. So that indicates the trend of your green schist belt. That from north to south, the metamorphism gradually increases. That is from green schist to granulite. So your trend will be north-northwest, south-southwest. Then which of the following statement is not true regarding Epachen unconformity? So Epachen unconformity it is an unconformity that define or divide the Archean deposition from Proterozoic deposition. So it is called as Archaeoproterozoic boundary. So obviously it separates the lower Archean from upper Proterozoic. At places represented by conglomerate, it separates the lower Triassic. So which of the following statement is not true regarding Epachen unconformity? Not true. That means you separate the lower Archean, it is true. At places it represented by conglomerate because any unconformity they can have a layer of conglomerate because of erosion. So this will be incorrect. Then it visible at some location along the contact of Dharwar and Kalagdi. Kalagdi also belongs to Dharwar Ketan. So it is correct. So this option is incorrect. So C will be incorrect. Then which of the following is the richest plant fossil? Is the richest in plant fossil? Raniganj, Barakar, Rajmal, Damuda formation. So it is not Damuda formation. It should be Damuda group. So if it is Damuda group, then it will be the correct answer because Damuda that contain your Karabari, Barakar, Baranmejas, Raniganj. So among these, Barakar is also very high rich in fossil. Raniganj is also rich in fossil. So I think answer will be Damuda group, not formation. So next question, your rocks of Kalagdi group rest uncoverable upon the peninsular Grisic complex. So Kalagdi group it belongs to your Dharwar Ketan. So mostly deposited. It is a basin deposited during your Proterozoic time. So obviously it has a basement of Archean, that is peninsular Grisic complex, which is found in Dharwar Ketan. So it will be correct. Then Deccan Traps uncoverably lie above the rocks of Kalagdi group. It is also correct because above the Kalagdi group you will get Deccan Traps. So both the statement 1 and 2 are correct. So next question, you have different stratigraphy unit and their characteristic. Your biostratigraphy, it is defined by fossil content, so it will be fossil forest bed. Then magnetostratigraphy, any strata that defined on the basis of magnetic property or magnetic polarity. Then lithostratigraphy, any strata that defined on the basis of lithological characteristic, that is rock strata. And chemostratigraphy, it is on the basis of chemical composition or different chemical characteristic of rock. So your answer will be, there is only one option, A, IV, B, 1, C, 2, D, 3. Option B will be correct. So next, which one of the following statements is not true about the bark bed or false about bark bed? I think they are composed of volcanic rocks. It is incorrect. It is false. They overlie the archaic gneiss, which they deposited over the archaic gneiss. So Bagh bed, Lameta bed, they belongs to the Narmada Valley. So this is Bagh bed. It contains Nimar sandstone, nodular limestone, then Deborah Chikra marl and coralline limestone. Then Lameta formation is above the Bagh bed. Then above that you will find Deccan Trap. So the basement of Deccan Trap will find Lameta bed and Bagh bed. So Precambrian, I'll write down here Precambrian. This is Precambrian. This is Nimar sandstone. This is nodular limestone. Then this is Deola Chirakhan marl. Then this much is your Bagh bed. Then you have Lameta formation. Then you have Deccan Trap. So they overlay archaic gneiss. It is correct. They are of Cretaceous age. A Bagh bed Lameta that belongs to Cretaceous age. Then they consist of unfossiliferous sandstone and fossiliferous limestone. So sandstones are unfossiliferous, but limestone are fossiliferous. So it is correct. So all these three are correct. This is incorrect. So next question, I have table match. Proterozoic. A proterozoic obviously belongs to Delhi supergroup. Then Carboniferous. This is we have discussed Fenestrella shale and Syringotharis limestone. They belong to Carboniferous. Then Jurassic. We have Catrol Jurassic of Kutch, Patcham Chair, Catrolomia Bhuj. That belongs to Jurassic. Then Tertiary you have Shivalik, deposition of Tertiary. That is Neogeny. Tertiary is an older term. Before in the past year we defined the Cenozoic era to Tertiary. Then Tertiary divided into Paleogeny, Neogeny, Quaternary. But in recent time, the Cenozoic is directly divided into Paleogeny, Neogeny, Quaternary. If you say Tertiary, Tertiary is a collective term for Paleogeny and Neogeny. So it is Shivalik. So our answer will be D4. A second, B third, C1, D4. Option B. So come to next question, the Great Boundary Fault. So Great Boundary Fault or Great Boundary Thrust, it is between, you can say, Vindhyan and Aravalli. So this is your Bundelkhand craton and this is your Aravalli mobile belt. So in between Vindhyan and Aravalli, you will find Great Boundary Fault. So that is Upper Vindhyans and Aravallis. Then in Himalaya, you will get different type of thrust that I will show here. So it is from your north to south to north. If you go from south to north, from the foothill to the top of the Himalaya, you will get this type of your thrust. First your MFT, or it is called as your HFT. Main frontal thrust or Himalayan frontal thrust. It is between Indo-Gangetic plain and Shivalik. It is between Indo-Gangetic plain and Shivalik. Then we have MBT, main boundary thrust. It is between Lesser Himalaya and Shivalik. MBT. Then we have MCT, that is between Higher Himalaya and Lesser Himalaya. That is MCT here. Then we have STD, that is South Tibetan Detachment, you can say fault, thrust or system. So STD, it is between Tibetan or Trans Himalaya to Higher Himalaya. Then we have ITSZ, Indus Sangpo Suture Zone, it is between Tibetan plate and Lithian Himalaya, or you can say Indian plate. This is the collision region or suturing region. So these are different thrust you will find. MFT or HFT, MBT, MCT, STD, and that is your GBT, Great Boundary Thrust, or GBF, Great Boundary Fault. So let's go to another question, that is Bhavabudhan and Chitradurga group. So Bhavabudhan, Chitradurga group that belongs to Thora Sopa group. So this is the succession of Dharma Craton, which is divided into two part. One is Western Dharma Craton, another is Eastern Dharma Craton by Kluspet granite, or you can say Chitradurga shear zone. So this is your Western Dharma Craton starting from Gaurav Gneiss, then Sargur group, then in Peninsular Gneiss, then Onconvity, then Bhavabudhan. Bhavabudhan group has four formation: Kalaspura, Alampura, Santabari, Mulangiri. Then Chitradurga has two, Ranibenuru and Banivila subgroup. So these are your Western Dharma Craton. Then Eastern Dharma Craton is not much exposed, but it is divided to Yashwanthav formation, which is equivalent to the Bhavabudhan group, and Kolar group, it is equivalent to Chitradurga group. So our question asks Bhavabudhan Chitradurga group, they belongs to Dharwar supergroup. You can see here. Next question, the hierarchy of lithostratigraphy unit. So lithostratigraphy unit, any stratigraphic unit that defined on the basis of lithological criteria. So we have to define from higher to lower order. So it is, I'll write down the total order: super group, then group, then formation, then member, then bed. So bed, member, formation, group, supergroup. So where formation is the fundamental unit, bed is the smallest unit. So this will be D, then C, then A, then B. Option C will be correct. Next question, we have table match. First, Indian plate collide with Asian plates. It is approximately around Paleocene to Eocene time, where Indian plate collide with the Asian plate. Then age of Sialic, it is belongs to Neogene. It is Miocene to Pleistocene. Then angiosperm, it is first found in Cretaceous time. Then golden age of the fish, or age of the fishes, we have discussed this. This is Devonian period. So answer will be A will be third, then B will be second, C will be 1, D will be 4. So option A will be correct. Then comes to find out the correct sequence of biotic events during geological past of the following. So you have to arrange them whether in increasing order, decreasing order, depend upon the option. So we'll start from the graptolites. So graptolites, they are found during Cambrian time. So it is an index fossil which called written in the rock, or graptolites, or it is called graptolithina. So it is Cambrian. Then your land plat that appear in Devonian. Then rodents that appear. Then your Homo habilis, that is during your Eocene time. So if you arrange them, it will be D, then A, then C, then B, or B, C, A, D. So will be D, A, C, B. Then which of the following supergroups are not related to the Proterozoic sedimentary basin? So Proterozoic, I have discussed all the basin. Vindhyan supergroup belongs to Proterozoic, Kadapa belongs to Proterozoic. Then Chhattisgarh, that is Bastar Cotton, belongs to Proterozoic. Also Delhi supergroup belongs to Proterozoic. So that means there is no correct option here. So all are belongs to Proterozoic. I think if the answer is given, that given, I think Delhi supergroup in answer key, because they consider Delhi supergroup at a orogeny, that actually the orogeny occur in the Proterozoic time. So I think all are correct. So that means some mistake in the question. So next question, your table match have different formations given and their environment of deposition. So here the oxide group, it approximately your brackish water formation. Shallow marine to brackish, will take brackish. Then Subatu formation, it is marine. Then Rohtas formation, it is Rohtas limestone is deposited in Vindhyan, that is shallow marine. Then Kausali formation, it is your freshwater formation. So answer will be C. Then there is some important facts about Subhat formation. Subhat formation represents the oldest Paleogenic succession of the Lesser Himalaya. I've already shown you a succession where Batu is the oldest one. Then Istherium subanthensis. It is considered the oldest terrestrial mammal that found in Subadu Formation. Then oldest global record of whales, that is about 53 million years, that is also found in Subadu Formation. So it represents mainly shallow marine to brackish water, which is range from 61.5 to 43.7 million years. To come to the next question, it is also a table match question. So Glossopteris are recovered from Glossopteris, it is the characteristic of lower Gondwana. So Glossopteris belongs to lower Gondwana. Then cephalopods are most preserved. Cephalopods, those are your ammonites and all the cephalopods that basically belongs to your Cretaceous region. So it will be Arielur Formation, which is your Cretaceous of Trichinopoli. Then trilobites India, trilobites are found during Cambrian time, or it is found during Paleozoic. It is extinct genera that is belongs to Spiti Valley, because Spiti Valley will find all type of deposition starting from Precambrian to recent. Then Telophyllum, it belongs to Upper Gondwana. It is a characteristic fossil of Upper Gondwana. So our answer will be A third, B will be second, C will be 1, D will be 4. Option B will be correct. The next question, biostratigraphic units. Already discussed biostratigraphic unit. It is characterized on the basis of their fossil content. So bodies of rock that defined by their fossil content. So option A will be correct. Then bodies of rock identified by the remnant of normal magnetic polarity, that is your magnetostratigraphy. Then bodies of rock identify remnant of reverse of magnetic polarity, that is also magnetic stratigraphy. Then bodies of rock defined by the characteristics of their mineral content, it will be lithostratigraphic unit. So next question, the lower Gondwana group. So we already discussed that in the above question, which is presence of Glossopteris. Presence of Glossopteris for lower Gondwana, and presence of Telophyllum, it is upper Gondwana. So answer will be C. So come to the next question, that is arrange the following in decreasing order of their age. First your Malani, it is Neoproterozoic, it is the oldest, so it will be C. There is only one option with C, that is C option. C, then Pangalitis Parmian, B, then D. In between Deccan and Dras, Deccan will be older. Both are belong to Cretaceous, but Deccan will be older than the Dras. So D and A. So C, B, D, A. So answer will be C. So next question, arrange the formation of Shivalik group in older to younger. So Shivalik group, it belongs to Neogeny. So it has this much succession: Camelial, Chinji, Nogri, Dhopotan, Pinjur, Tatrod, Ultralevo. So first your Camelial, Chinji, Nagri, Dhopotan, Tatrod, Pinjor, then Boulder Conglomerate. So here you can see that is Nagri, Dhokpatan, Tatrod, Pinjor. Nagri, Dhokpatan, Tatrod, Pinjor. So older to younger, Nagri, Dhokpatan, Tatrod, Pinjor. B, C, D, A. The option B will be correct. So this is the full succession of Shivalik group. This is the basement of Kasoli formation or Upper Murray subgroup. Just your Kasoli formation is the basement. Then we have lower Shivalik, it is Kamlial Chinji. Then middle Shivalik, Nagri, Dhokpatan. Then upper Shivalik, Tatrod, Pinjor, Boulder Conglomerate. So started from Miocene to Pleistocene. Then comes to another sequence. We have to arrange the sequence of these epoch from older to younger. So our epoch sequence is Paleocene, then Eocene, Oligocene. So these belong to Paleogeny. Then Miocene, Pliocene. This belong to Neogeny. Then your Pleistocene. So older to younger means first there will be, according to this, first will be Eocene. First will be A. Then after Eocene will have Miocene, that is D, then B, Pliocene, then Pleistocene, ADBC. So option B will be correct. So they all belong to Cenozoic era. So next question, arrange the following formation in ascending order. So what do you mean by ascending and descending order? Ascending means increasing age, descending means decreasing age. So ascending means younger to older, and descending means older to younger. So do not confuse with this ascending or descending. So you have to arrange in ascending order. So the Gondwana formation, it has Talcher, then Damuda, then Panchet, Mahadeva, then Rajmahal, then Jabalpur. Talcher, it has Talcher, Tilite and Rikba. Then Damuda has 4 formation. That is your Karavari, Barakar, Baran Majors, and Raniganj. So the oldest will be ascending order from younger to older. So the younger one will be here Panchit. After that we will have Raniganj. So first will be Panchit, then we will have Raniganj, then we will have Barakar, then we will have Talcher. But here the answer is given in descending order. You can see B, A, C, D. B, A, C, D is given here, but there is no D, C, A, B. So question is asked in ascending order. Ascending means increasing. Increasing means younger to older. Descending means decreasing. That means older to younger. So the answer will actually be C, A, B, which is not given here. So to match the column here. So this belongs to your Kadapa group, but it is the older succession. So this question belongs to 2025, but the succession is given. It is the older succession. But nowadays, in present time, the book has different succession. There is no chair. It is called as Chitrapati. Then there is no your chair. In earlier succession, we call them Papagni, chair, Nalamalai, Kistana. But nowadays it is Papagni, Chitrapati, Nalamalai. So this is the older succession. This belongs to your older book of Ravindra Kumar. So Papagni group, it contains Bampeli and Gulcheru. So Bampeli, Gulcheru, Papagni group. Then chair group, it contains Pulivendra, Tadaptri. Pulimendla, Tadaptri. Then Nalamalai group, it is Bairenkonda, Kumbum. Bairenkonda, Kumbum. Then Kistana group, it contains Sri Salam. So A third, B is your 4, C is 2, D will be 1. So option C will be correct. This is the older succession and so is the new one. So this usually you'll find in books. This is the succession. Papagni, Chitravati, Nalamalai. Papagni divided into 2, Gulcheru, Mampel. Then Chitravati divided into 3, Pulivendra, Tadaptri, Gondikota. Then we have Bangalore and Company. Then Nalamalai, it is divided into Nagari, Barikonda, Pulampet, and Kumbu. Then we have Sri Salem budget. Above this, we will get your Kunul group. Kunul group also divided into 2 subgroup. One can say Jamalamadu subgroup and Kudder subgroup. So this is your Kadapa supergroup. So this much your stratigraphy question of CVT from 2020 to 25. So in stratigraphy, always remember the chronological sequence is very important. So if you remember any succession, always remember either older to younger or younger to older. And always there is the important thing is your volcano. Always remember all the volcano in the depositional sequence in their, I can say, key age sequence. So in the next video, we'll cover another topic. So if you like the video, then subscribe and try to comment in the video. So it will be more helpful for us to either improve ourselves or to create more of the more video. Thank you.